Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on a pace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like the stepdame or dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time, and then the moon, like to a silver bone, who bent in heaven shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrates, stir up the Athenian youth to merriment. Awake the pertinable spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funerals. The pale companion is not for out pomp. Hippolyta, I woo thee with my sword, and when thy love doom thee injuries, but I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with revelry.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my daughter, my child Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and interchanged with her love tokens, naps, trifles, nosegay sweetmeats, messengers of strong prevailment and of hardened youth. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, as she will not here consent to marry with Demetrius, I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, fair Hermia? Look you avoid what goes on here. How is this to be this way? What say you, fair Hermia?
Lysander is the worthier gentleman.
And how shall we do this then?
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may behold the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood, whether if you can deal with being a nun, or forever in shady cloister mute.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Here, I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship. Upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius, as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander. True, he hath my love, and what is mine, my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my estate of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
My lord, I am as well derived as he, as well possessed as he. My love is more than his. My fortunes in every way as fairly ranked, if not with advantage as Demetrius. And, which is more than all these quotes can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll vouch to his head, made love to Nedo's daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutedly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted, inconstant man.
I must confess that I've heard so much, and with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof, but being over full of self-affairs. Demetrius, come. Demetrius, come. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up, which by no means we may extenuate, to death or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love. Come along, Demetrius and Aegeus. I have some private business concerning our nuptial.
How now, my love? Why are you so pale? What chance there was is there to fade so fast?
Be like for want of rain, which I can well be team member of the tempest of my eyes.
I mean, for aught that I could ever read, could ever tell in tale or history, the course of true love never did run smooth. It was either indifferent in blood,
Oh, cross, too high to be enthralled to low.
or else misgrafted in respective years.
Oh, spite, too old to be engaged to young.
Or it stood upon the choice of friends.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
If there ever were a sympathy in choice, war, deafness, sickness did lay siege to it, making it momentary as a sound, swift as a shadow, short as a dream, brief as lightning in the cold sky, that, in a spleen, unfolds both heaven and earth, and man e'er hath power to say, Behold, the jaws of darkness do devour it up. How quickly bright things come to confusion.
If then true lovers have been ever crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, because it is a customary cross, as due to lovers' thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion. Therefore, hear me, Hermia. I have a widowed aunt, a dowager of great revenue. She hath no child. From Athens, her house 7 leagues removed, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, will I marry thee. And if thou lovest me, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town, ride thee meekly once with Helena, to do observance to a morn of May. I will stay there for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by the best arrow with the golden head, by the simplicity of Venus's doves, by that which knitted souls and prospers loves, by the fire which burned the Carthage queen, when the false Trojan under sail was seen, in all the vows that ever men broke, in number more than ever women spoke, in that same place which thou hast appointed me. Tomorrow, truly, will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, my love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are lodestars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ear when wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear. Sickness is catching, or were favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to be to you translated. Teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hated me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty, would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh, then in what graces my love do dwell, that he had turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helena, to your minds we will unfold, tomorrow night, when Phoebus does behold her silver visage in watery glass, decking with liquid pearl of bladed grass, a time when lovers' flights do dust conceal, through Athens' gates we'd arrive to steal.
In the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there Lysander and myself shall meet, and thence from Athens turn away our eyes to seek new friends in stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck, grant thee, thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we will starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow, deep midnight.
I will. Helena, adieu. As you to him, Demetrius, no on you.
Oh, how happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities, things base and vile, holding no quantity, love can transpose to form and dignity. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is wicked Cupid painted blind, nor hath love's mind of any judgment taste, wings and no eyes, figure unheedy haste. And therefore is love said to be a child, cause in choice he's so oft beguiled. As waggish boys in game themselves forswear, so the boy love is perjured everywhere. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And as this hailsome heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? What do you do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning. Put him in jail for this. All our company here.
You are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on their wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play's most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and Mary. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth you actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Hey, name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
I'm Pyramus! I'm Pyramus! I'm Pyramus! What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
That will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Earcles rarely, or a part to tear a caddy to make all split. The rage and rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. Amphibious cars shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. This is Earcles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender. You, Peter Quince. Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
That's all one. You shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
And I may hide my face. Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Pyramus, Pyramus. Ah, Thisbe dear, my lover dear and lady dear.
You can play no part but Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
I'll proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You Pyramus's father. Myself Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner. You the lion's cart. And I hope here's a play fitted.
Do you have the lion's part written? Pray, if you do, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it staggering, for it's nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar that I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again! Let him roar again!
And you should do it too terribly with frighten the Duchess and the ladies, and they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if we should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang you, us. But I will aggravate my voice so that I will roar you as gently as 'twere any sucking dove, as 'twere any nightingale. Tweet, tweet.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a very lovely, gentlemanlike man, therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
I will do it. But what beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
Well, I will discharge it in either your straw-colored beard, your purple and grain beard, your orange tawny beard, or your French crown color beard, your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns with no hair at all, then you will play bareface. But lastly, here are your parts. I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood a mile without the town by moonlight. There will we rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we will be dogged with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will write a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you fail me not!
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and most courageously. Masters, be perfect. Take pains. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet!
Enough! Hold or cut bowstrings.
Your batteries.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar, over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire. I do wander everywhere, faster than the moon's sphere. And I serve the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners lean. On their gold coats spots you'll see. Those be rubies fairy favors, in those freckles that their savors. I must go seek some dewdrops here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
King doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing fell and wrath, because that she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling, and jealous Oberon would have that child tonight of his train to trace the forest wild. But she, perforce, withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy, that now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen, but they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape in making quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk and sometime labor in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometime make the drink to bear no barn, mislead night wanderers laughing at their harm? Does that hobgoblin call you and sweet pup? You do their work and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon, and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal, and sometimes lurk I in a gossip's bowl, in very likeness of a roasted crab, that when she drink, against her lips I boggin on her with her dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt telling the saddest tale, sometime her 3-foot stool mistaken for me. Then slip I from her bum, down toppled she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough. And then the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and relaxing in their mirth and knees and swear, a merrier hour was never wasted there. But broom fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress, would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairness, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. But I downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove, till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle puck, come in. Thou rememberest when once I sat out promontory, and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres, to hear the sea maid's music?
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west. And I did see young Cupid smartly loosen his love shaft. And I saw the quenched beams of the watery moon, and the imperial fortress pressed on in maiden's meditation, fancy free. Yet, marked I where the bolts of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, and now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me that flower, the one I showed you once. For sleeping eye drops laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me that earth, and be here back again, ere the Leviathan can swim a lead.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Once I have this flower, I will find Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor down her eyes. And the next thing that she, waking, looks upon, be it lion, bear, or wolf or bull, unmeddling monkey or unbusy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I mistake, for I can take it off with another herb. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their confidence.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where's Lysander and fair Hermia? The one outstay, the other stay with me. Thou toldst me there is stone unto this wood, and here am I in wood, within a wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in the plainest truth, tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, do I love you the more? I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on me. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I look upon thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich wealth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that it is not night when I see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the breaks and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies, Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hide makes speed to catch the tiger. Faultless speed when cowardice pursues and valor flies.
Will not stay thy questions. Let me go. If thou follow me, do not believe, but I will do mischief.
I, the temple, the town, the field, you do me mischief. By Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Thou he do leave this grove. Thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, one.
Aye, there it is.
Pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild theme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows. There over canopy with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk rose of eglantine. There lies Titania, sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers and dances under light. And there the snake, sheds her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy, and there I will streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fancies. Take some of this flower, and seek through this globe. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes. But do it when the next thing that he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. And take some care when affecting it, so that he may dote more upon her than she upon her love, and meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now a rounder and a fairy song, then the third part of a minute hence. Some to kill cankers in the musk rose buds, and some war with rear mice for their leathern wings, and some keep back the clamorous owl that nightly hoots and wonders at our quaint spirits.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love's sake. Love and languish for his take. Be it pard or ounce or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair, in thy eye thou shalt appear. When thou wakest, it is thy dear. Do it when something vile is near.
You faint, fair love. And to speak truth, I have forgotten her way. We will rest her if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Oh, be it so, Lysander. Find you up to bed, for I upon this bed rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for both of us. One bed, one heart, two bosoms, one trove.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further up yet. Do not lie so near.
Take this sense, my sweet, of my innocence. Love takes love's meaning and love's conference. I mean, unto you my heart is knit. So what one heart we can make of it? Two bosoms interchained with an oath, so two bosoms in a single trove. So by your side, no bedroom need deny, for lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very prettily. Not much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lie. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy lie further off yet in human modesty. Such separation as may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and a maid. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend. Thy love never alter till thy sweet life end.
Amen. Amen. And to that I say, may I end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenian found I none on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he my master said despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this ill courtesy. Churl upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid sleep his feet on thy eyelid. So wake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, do not kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus!
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so!
Stay on thy pillow, I alone will go!
Oh. I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser's my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No. No. I am as ugly as a bear. followed as Demetrius, do as a monster, fly my presence thus. What wicked and dissembling glass is mine, made me compare with Hermia's fiery eye. But who was here? Lysander on the ground. Dead? Or asleep? Lysander, you live, good sir. Awake.
And run through fire I would for thee, sweet Satan. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, and in thy bosom I see thy heart. Oh, where is Demetrius? How fit a vile word is that name to perish on thy sword.
Oh, say not so, Lysander, Lord, say not so. What though he love your Hermia, Lord, what though? And Hermia still loves you, and be content.
Content with Hermia? I do repent. The tedious moments with her I have spent. Helena, not Hermia, I do love, who would not change a raven for a dove. And man's will is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid. And things growing are not right till their season. I, being young, not right with reason. And touching the point of human skill, reason is the marshal to my will, which leads me to your eyes what I o'erlook. Love's stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve such scorn? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? But you must flout my insufficiency. Oh, good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do, in such disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess, I thought you, Lord, of more true gentleness. Oh, that the lady of one man refused should of another, therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and never may Lysander come near. For as the servant of the sweetest things, deepest loathing to my stomach brings. For as the heresies that men do leave, are more hated than those they did deceive. For all my heresy and my surfeit will all be hated, and all my powers, to address her love and might, and to honor Helena, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me! Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay, me for pity! What a dream was here! Oh, Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent eats my heart away, and you sat smiling at this cruel prey. Lysander! What? Out of hearing? Gone? No sound? No word? Alack! Where are you? Speak! And if you hear, speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No. Yet I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death, or I'll find you immediately.
Put 'em in bed with the captain's daughter. Put 'em in bed with the captain's daughter. Put 'em in bed with the captain's daughter. Lion the morning.
Are we all met?
And
Are we all met?
then here's a marvelous convenient place for a rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we'll do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself. That will never do. The ladies will not abide that. I'll answer you that.
Higher Larkin, a partless fear, huh?
I believe that we must leave the killings out when all is done.
Now to wit, I have a device to make all well.
He stole my ball.
Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more bitter assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue and it will be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Make it 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard of the lion?
I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider with yourselves to bring in a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is not a more fearful wildfowl than your lion yet living. You ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must say he's not a lion.
No. See, he must name his name. And half his face must be seen through the lion's neck. And he must say, "Dear ladies," or "Sweet ladies," or "Kind ladies, I come before you not as a lion, but as a man. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed let him say he is snug the joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there is 2 hard things. That is, to bring moonlight into the chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine that night in twilight?
A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
We're working on it.
It does shine that night.
Why then, we may leave a casement of the great chamber window open where we play, where the moon may shine right in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a lantern and a bush of thorns and say that he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine. Do that. But there is another thing. We need a wall in the great chamber. For Pyramus and Thisbe says the story did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can't bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present a wall. And let him have some loam or some rough cast or some plaster about it to signify the wall. Or let him hold his fingers thus. And through that chink shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your part. Pyramus, you begin. Once you have spoken your speech, enter into that break. And so everyone according to his cue.
Hempen homespun happily swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen. What? A play, Toward? I'll be an auditor. Actor too, perhaps, spicy cause.
Pyramus, speak! Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savors.
Odors! Odors!
Odors. Savors sweet. So hath thy breath, thy Thisbe, dear. But hark! A voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
Ranger Pyramus and airplane here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary must you, for you must understand he goes but to see a noise that he has heard and is to come again. O radiant Pyramus.
Oh, most lily white of you! Like colors of the red rose on triumphant briar, most frisky juvenile and ink, most lovely June! As true as doors, that yet would never tire, I'll bid thee Pyramus at Ninny's tomb!
Ninus! Why you must not speak that yet that you answer to Pyramus? You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter, your cue is past, it is never tired.
Okay. As true as horse, that yet would never tire.
I were thine, thy Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange!
sometime a hound, a hog, a headless bear, sometime a fire, and neigh and bark and grunt and roar and burn, like horse, hound, hog, bear, fire at every turn.
Why do they run away? I fear this is a knavery of them to make me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, what do I see on it?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you? Oh!
Bless thee, Bottom! Bless thee, thou art translated!
They're trying to frighten me, trying to scare me, but I will show them. I will not move from this place, and I will walk up and down here, and I will sing! So that I will prove that I am not afraid. The owl's little cock so black of hue, with orange 20 bill, the throstle with his note so true, the red with little quill.
Ooh, what angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, a plain-song cuckoo gray, whose note do many a man doth mark, and does he answer, nay?
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape, and thy fair virtue's force perforce doth move me on the first view to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you have little reason for that, and yet I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither, but if I had wit enough to get out of this wood, I would if I could.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me, and I will give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing whilst thou on pressed flowers dost sleep, and I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Mustard seed,
Ready? Where shall I go?
be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, with purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honey bags steal from the humble bees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs and light them at the glowworm's eyes. To have my love to bed and to rise, and pluck the wings from painted butterflies. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesy.
Hail, Wurzel, hail!
I beseech your worship's name.
Mustard seed!
Good Master Mustard Seed, I desire to know more of you.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower. The moaning some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue, bring him silently.
I wondered if Tanya be awake. Next came into her eye. She must dote upon in extremity. But here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What whither wander you among this haunted grove?
My mistress, with the monster, is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of hatches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play.
Close. This is the same Athenian.
Is the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you, him that loves you so? Why breath so bitter on your bitter foe?
Thou art but shy, but I should use thee worse, for thou I fear hath given me cause to curse. And thou slain lies under this sleeping over shoes in blood, plunge in deep and kill me too. Son was not so true unto this day as he to me. What are you stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I believe as soon as this whole earth may be bored and the moon may through the center creep and so displease her brother's noontides with the antipodes. It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should the murderer look so dead, so grim?
So should the murdered look, and so should I. Pierce through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give this carcass to my...
Stop! Out! Car! Thou stridest me past the bounds of maidens! Patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell truly been for my sake. Hast thou looked upon him being awake, and hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Let a worm, an adder do so much, an adder did it for with doubler tongue than thine. Thou serpent never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not guilty of Lysander's blood. Nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
Run much never to see me more, and from thy hated presence part thyself. See me no more, whether ye be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce fade. Here, therefore, a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for death that bankrupt sleep doth. Sorrow, which in some slight measure it may pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue, of a true love turned, and not a false turn.
Then fate o'errules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood, go swifter than the wind, and look thou Helena of Athens, look thou find. All fancy sick she is and full of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. I'll anoint his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than the arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid archery, sink an apple of his eye, one his love he doth espy, will look as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. If he waketh when she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena, is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside! The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then will two at once move one. This must needs be sport alone, and these things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I woo in scorn? Scorn and desertion never came in tears. When I vow, I weep, and vows so born in their nativity, all truth appears. How can you think these things in me scorn, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, oh devilish holy fray. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put in two scales will even weigh, and both as light as tails.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what my love shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh how ripe and show thy lips. Those kissing cherries tempting grow. That pure congealed high white Taurus snow. Fanned with the eastern wind turns to a crow when thou holds up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
Oh, spite!
than you are in show. How can you use a gentle lady so to vow and swear and super praise my part when I am sure you hate me with your heart? You both are rivals and love Hermia. Now both rivals to mock Helena. Ha! A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, and all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. You love Hermia, this you know I know. And with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you my part. And yours of Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep that, Hermia. I will not. Fair, I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her, but as guess why sojourn. Now to Helena, at his home return, there to remain.
It is not so!
Disparage not the fate thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide dear. Look where thy love comes, and its ideas.
Dark night! That from which the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Wherein it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander from mine ear. I think it, brought to me by thy sound. But why kindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should Lysander stay when love thus pressed together?
What's love can press Lysander from my side?
Why Lysander's love that would not let him bide? Fair Helena, who more enguiles the night than all yon fiery loaves of light. Why thou seekest me? Could it not be known that hate I bear thee from deeply so?
You speak, not as you think. It cannot be.
No! She is one of his confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia. Most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel we have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us, oh, is all forgot? All school days, friendships, childhood innocence. We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have created with our needles both one flower, both on one sampler, both warbling in one tune, sitting on one cushion, both in one key, as if our hands, our sides, voices and minds had been incorporate. So we grew together, like to a double cherry, seeming parted, but in union and partition, two lovely berries molded on one stem, like two singing bodies with one heart. So, with two of the first, like coats and heraldry, two but to one, and crowning with one crest. And will you rent our ancient love asunder and join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury. I am amazed at your words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me. Oh, have you not set your love, Lysander, as in scorn, to praise my eyes and my face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious, celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love, so rich within his soul, and tender me, forsooth, affection? But by your setting on, by your consent, what though I be not so engraced as you, so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most, to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do. Persever counterfeit sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink each at other. Hold the sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which either death or absence soon shall remedy.
Wait, fair Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scorn her.
She cannot entreat, I can compel.
What else canst compel more than she can entreat? Thy entreats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helena, I swear I love thee, and I swear by that which I would lose for thee, to prove him false who says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where'd you do all this?
Where, you idiot?
No, take on as you would, but come yet not. You are a tame man.
Hang off, thou cat! Bird! Vile thing! I will shake thee from me like a serpent! Thy love? Out! Tawny tartar? Out! Oh, low potion! Oh, hated medicine hence!
Do you not just? Yes, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bondhold. I will not trust your word.
What are you gonna do, strike her?
Beat her? Kill her dead? Though I hate her, I will not harm her so.
What can do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh, me? What news, my love? I'm not dead. Hermia? I'm not you, Lysander. I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me. Since night you left me. Why then you left me? The gods forbid, in earnest, shall I say?
I, by my life, and never did desire to see thee no more. So be out of hope, of reason, of doubt. This certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest, I do hate thee and love Helena.
You, cankered blossom, you thief of love. What? Have you come by night and stolen my heart's love from him?
Fine in faith. Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie! Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you...
Puppet? Why so?
Aye, that's where goes the game.
Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, forsooth her height she hath prevailed with him.
And are you grown so high in esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low?
How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? Am I not yet but so low that
I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gifted unshorishness. I'm a right maid for my cowardice. Please let her not hurt me. Perhaps you may think that because she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
lower? Hurt me!
No! Do not be so bitter with me. I never more did love you, Hermia. Never did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Well, Demetrius!
Are you so?
No, sir, she shall not.
Oh.
Though you take her part.
We shall not.
Better though, a little show of love. Thou shalt bite.
She holds me down. Therefore, if thou stare, follow, to try who's right, thine or mine, and most in Helen.
Follow? Nay. I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, I will no longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands and mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away! I am amazed and know not what to say!
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest quite, or else commits these knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. And so far am I glad in so did sort as this there jangling, I receive a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. I, therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and drop a fog on their sight, as black as Archidon. You must lead these testy rivals so astray, so that each not come within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometimes frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong, then sometimes rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus. And take this herb, flush it with an eyeglass and his eye, so that he may fall in love with the correct woman. And I was my Indian queen, and beg her changeling charm. Be back again.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak!
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
Speak again!
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward. Art thou fled? Speak in some bush. Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes that thou lookest for wars and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is defiled that draws a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no man to hear.
Calls me forth, still dares me on. I come where he calls, but he is gone. The villain is much lighter in heel than I. Followed fast, but faster did he fly. Fallen on dark and uneven ways. And here I will rest. O gentle day, if thou once show me thy gray light, I will find Demetrius and avenge this spite.
Oh, coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I wot. Thou runs before me, shifting every place, and dares not stare nor look me in thy face. Where art thou?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt bide as dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night. Oh, long and tedious night. Abate thy hours. Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these that my poor company detest. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye. Steal me awhile from mine own company.
Yet but three? Come one more. Two of both kinds makes a four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, dabbled with the dew and torn with briars.
remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known that every man shall take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack will have Jill, naught shall go ill. The man will have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy affable cheeks do court, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair, large ears.
Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Here I
Give me your leaf, good monsieur. Methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face, and when I am hairy, I must scratch. Oh,
What, wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Surely a peck of provender, or I can munch your good dry oats. Truly, I would like a bottle of hay. Sweet hay, good hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
Oh, but I pray you, I feel an exposition of sleep come upon me. Leave your fellows and let me sleep.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Thou seest this sweet sight. Her dotage now I do begin to pity. For meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking such sweet favors for this hateful fool, I did upbraid her and fall out with her, for she his hairy temples hath rounded, and cornered of fresh and fragrant flowers. And that same dew, which sometimes on the buds, was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, now reflects in the pretty floret's eyes. And those like tears did their own disgrace bewail. When I in my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then asked of her for her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and her fairy sent, to send him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. Gentle Puck, take off this head from this Athenian swain, and do it when the others waking, all again back to Athens again repair. And think no more of tonight's accidents than as a fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou was wont to be, see as thou was wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my time, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh, my Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? How mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence, one. Robin, take off this head. Titania. Musical, and strike more dead than any common sleep the fine sense.
Music, oh, music such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakest, with thine own fool's eyes peep.
Sound music! Titania, take hands with me, and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be. Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance into Theseus' house triumphant, and there all the lovers three, blessed to Theseus, all in joy.
Fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We the clothed can encompass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, lying here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
Go, one of you, find out the forester. We green, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of pounds that echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete, they made the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding. For besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one reaching cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flewed, so sanded, and their heads are hung with ears that sweep away the morning dew. Crook-kneed and dew-lapped at Thessalian bulls, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells. Each under each, a cry more tunable was never hollow tuned nor cheered with horn in Crete, in Sparta, or in Thessaly. Judge what you hear. But soft. What nymphs are these? Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine's is past. Begin these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord?
I pray you all, stand up! I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concourse in the world?
My lord, I should reply amazedly, half asleep, half awake, but truly I cannot say how I came to be here. And so now, methinks, for truly would I speak, so methink, it is so. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens where we might without the Athenian...
My lord, fair Helen told me of this. Told me of their step, of this their purpose hither to this wood. I in theory hither follow, Helen in fancy following me. For my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrayed. There I saw Hermia, but like a sickness did I loathe this food. But as in hell, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met, and of this discord we more will hear none, and I will overbear your father's will, for in the temple by and by with us, this couple shall eternally be knit, and of the morning now as something past, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3, we'll hold a feast in great solemnity.
These things seem small and undistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see things with part to die, when everything seems double.
So methinks, and I have found Demetrius like a jewel, mine own, and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me yet we sleep or dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and Hippolyta.
He did, and bid us follow him to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Let us follow him, and by the way, let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me, and I will answer. My next is, most fair Pyramus. Peter Quince, Snout the Tinker, Starveling, Flute the Bellows Mender. Oh, I thought I had a strange dream. Methought I was, but man is but an ass if you were to believe what I thought I was. Methought I was, and methought I had. So I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. And it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And And for the more better assurance, I will sing it at the latter end of a play.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet? He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt he's transported.
He come not when the play is marred. It go not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No. He hath simply the best one of any handicraftsman in Athens.
Yea, the best person too, for he's a very paramour for sweet boys.
You must say paragon! A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of not.
Master, the Lord is coming to the temple, and there are 3 or more ladies married. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all been made men.
Ah, sweet bully Bottom! You know, thus he lost 6 during his day. He could not have escaped 6 a day. And the Duke had not given him 6 a day for playing Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 a day in Pyramus, or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom! Almost happy day, almost courageous hour.
Masters, I aim to discourse wonders with you, but ask me not what for if you do, I'm not true Athenian.
Tell us, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined, and our play is preferred. So get new strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps, and look o'er your parts. Let Thisbe have clean linen, and let not he that plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall be used for the lion's claws. And masters, I beg of you, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter such sweet breath that I doubt the Duke will say it is a sweet comedy. Away! Go away!
Read that my own
Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason ever comprehends. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold. That's the madman. The lover, all his frantic, sees Helen's beauty in the brow of Egypt. The poet's eye, in a fine frenzy rolling, doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and as imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown, the poet's pen turns them to shape and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks have strong imagination.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witness it than fancy's images, and boast to something of great constancy. But howsoever, strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers now, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and happy days of love.
Wait more in your royal walks, your bed, your bower.
Come now, what masks, what music do we have to entertain for this evening?
Here's a brief how many sports are right. Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that have I told my love and glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer into rage. That is of old device and was played when I from Thebes came last to conquer. Thrice 3 muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with a nuptial ceremony. A tedious and brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief.
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I ever know to play. But by 10 words, my lord, is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is from Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears with passion of loud laughter never shed.
What have they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, that never labored in their minds till now, but now
against your nuptial.
We will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find sport in their intents, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear this play. Never anything could be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in. Take your places, ladies.
I love not to see duty and his service overcharged and wretchedness in the service perishing.
Trust me, my sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this time.
The kinder we that give them thanks, we shall see how they do. Come!
So praise your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill. To show our simple skills the true beginning to our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you, our true intent is. All for your delight, we are not here. That you should hear repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
This man doth not stand on points.
He enters his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop. 'Tis a good moral, my lord. It's not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played upon his prologue like a child on a recorder. A sound, but not in government.
His speech was like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Come, who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show. But wonder on, till truth makes all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you will know. This beauteous lady, this be asserted. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall. That vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chink, poor souls were content to whisper. To the which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine, for you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think those born to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast which lieth hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright, and as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stay. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, to find his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wanted the lion be to speak.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one snout by name, present a wall. And such a wall as I would have you think, that had it in a cranny hole or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, this stone, thus show that I am that same wall, the truth is so. And this the cranny is bright and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Perhaps you can use some lime and hair to speak better.
This is the wittiest partition that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus approached in silence.
O grim-looked night! O night with hues so black! O night which ever art when day is not! O night, O night! Alack, alack, alack! And thou, O wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that standest between her father's house and mine. O wall, thou sweet thou show me thy chink, so that I may blink and see my Thisbe's face. What see I? Thisbe do I see! O wicked wall! Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me! Tui!
Wall being sensible should curse again.
Well, indeed, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. Ah, yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moans, for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones, with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy my Thisbe's face.
My love? Thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lamander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen, till the fates me kill.
That shaftless to Procrus was so true.
As shaftless to Procrus, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Minnie's to meet me? Nines to meet me straight away?
Time life, time death, I come without delay. Thus have I wall my part discharged so, and being done, wall away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
Silence. Becomes a lion and a man.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, but both by chance both quake and tremble here, when a lion, rough in wildcast, doth roar. And know that I, as Snug the joiner, am not a lion's fell, nor else a lion's dam. For if as lion I come in strife into this place, 'twere a pity on my life.
A very gentle beast and of good conscience.
Here, that's that beast that I saw, my lord.
This lion is very fox for his valor.
His credit carries not his valor. But silence, let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
There's one of the horns on his head.
This is not a circumference. The horns are within the circumference. Continue, moon.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. Myself, the man of the moon do seem to be.
This is the biggest error of them all. The man should be in the lantern to be the man in the moon.
Not so, my lord, for you see, for the candle it is already in snuff.
The candle is in wane. Silence.
All I have to tell you is to say that I myself am the man in the moon. This lanthorn doth the horned moon present. This thorn bush, my thorn bush. This dog, my dog.
All these things should be in the lanthorn, for all these things are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is old Ninny's too.
Ninus!
This is old Ninny's too. Where is my love?
Rawr!
Well, Moon, truly the moon shines with good grace.
No mouse, lion.
So the lion left.
O moon, I thank thee for thy shiny beams to shine down on my Pyramus, my Thisbe. I'm Pyramus. And thee. My Thisbe's mantle. What? Stained with blood? Which is no. The lion, oh thou vile lion, has killed my dear, my sweet and my lovely dear. Oh God! Come tears confound! Outsword and wound the pap of Pyramus. Aye, that left pap of Pyramus, where heart doth hop. Thus, I die. Thus. Now I am dead. How I am fled! My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die, 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 die!
Oh, die, but an ace for him, for he's but one.
Oh, less than an ace, man, for he's nothing. He's dead.
Perhaps with the help of a surgeon, he may be well and still be an ass.
That defines a lover.
Try to put in the balance. Which Pyramus, which Thisbe is the better? He for a man, God wanted a she for a woman.
I hope she will not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
She's spied him already with them sweet eyes.
Unless she means be that I said.
Asleep, my love. What? Dead? My dog? Oh, Pyramus, arise! Speak, speak! Quite dumb. Dead? A tomb must cover thy sweet eyes. These lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are good! Good! Lovers make moan. His eyes were as green as leeks. Oh, sisters three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk, and lay them in shore, since you have gone his cheer threads of silk. Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade, my breast improve. And farewell, friends, thus Thisbe ends. Adieu, adieu,
Night and moonshine are left to bury the dead.
Yeah, and Wall too.
No, indeed, sir. The wall is down that part of their fathers. Will it please you to hear an epilogue?
No, I pray you, no epilogue. When all the players are dead, that will be the end. Bring on your bergamask. Let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed. I fear we shall oversleep the morn, as tonight we have This palpable gross play hath beguiled the heavy night. We stayed for a fortnight this solemnity. Nightly revels, new job.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task for done. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night that the graves all gaping wide. Every one lets forth its sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run from the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house give glimmering light, by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite dance as light from bird from riot. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Now, thou and I are new enamored. Through this house each blessed be. Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we shall make amends ere long. Else a puck, a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.